I'm Libby Spears. I own Bravo Communications and Consulting. If you wanted to get to know me, one of the things that I would tell you is that within the family structure, my role has always been to entertain my family with jokes and stories and sometimes, getting into trouble, but it was always funny. We can all sort of trace back those early things that happened to us that shaped who we are. And when I think back to what shaped me and who I am today, I can't help but think of a family vacation that we drove our car from Lubbock, Texas to California. And the thing that I remember more than anything we did on that trip is that we had tickets for an in-studio taping for a game show. Now, if you've never been to an in-studio taping, they bring out a comedian at the beginning to warm up the audience. And after about 15 minutes, he had run out of material. So he asked if anyone in the audience had a story or a joke to tell. Now, I'm 7 years old, so I have no filter, and I instantly throw my hand up because I want that microphone. My sisters, who are much older than me, looked at my mom and just pleaded for me to please shut up. But the guy brought me the microphone, and so I stood up and I told my joke. And what I remember is that when it was over with, there was a rip-roaring round of applause among the people in the studio audience that day. In fact, an older gentleman called out, "Pay her, give her some money." And the comedian pulled a $5 bill out of his pocket and gave it to me. Another guy called out, "Pay her more." I don't remember the joke that I told, but what I remembered was in that moment, I could get paid for this. And so as I grew up and started to think more about what I wanted to be when I grow up, I really definitely believe that that role that I played in my family definitely translated into the path that I took professionally. I think that My Glow site is a concerted effort to give women a place where they can come and get the resources that they need to grow personally and professionally. I know for myself in my own situation, I'm 37 years old. I'm the mother of 2 growing daughters, and one of the things that I see around me every day are women who are asking, so now what? What's next? Many of us went to college and got degrees and made commitments to stay at home and raise our children, and many of us are trying to get back into our professional careers and grow those. But you can't do it on your own. It can't be a solitary effort, especially when you're a woman. I mean, the reality is that the business world in many ways is still set up to benefit men more than it is in women. And that's okay. I don't have any problems with that because, in fact, I admire many of the ways that men network with each other and grow relationships. And I think that's what we're doing here is we're capturing some of those things for ourselves, and we're creating opportunities for ourselves and for one another to be resources to each other. I remember a while back when I heard Sandra say that we are each other's TARP money. And that has stayed with me this entire year. I feel like I have an obligation to help other women be successful, and I have found in my own experiences that in return, they're helping me be successful as well.